Well, hello there, it's Kriint and welcome to another speed build. This week I am building a house that I like to call Creator's Refuge. Basically it's some sort of a lake house, but I basically, to be honest, got inspired from a movie called Love Actually, and one of the guys actually there was a writer, and he had like a place across the lake, and it was like a very small but kind of big for a job like that place that he would go there to write and generally be creative. And because it's May, I don't know if you've been to social media, especially Twitter or Instagram. Well, Twitter was all about Justin Timberlake, that it's May, and Instagram was like, oh, flowers, oh, bouquets. So yeah, it's May. So because I saw like all these flowery pictures everywhere, I was like, oh my god, so many flowers. So I have to do something about it. I was inspired to do like a build that was like green, and it was all about the nature, and it had a lot of plants, and just basically focus a lot on the landscape, which is something that we're not usually doing in The Sims, because you know, landscaping tools. Let's not even go there. So I thought, you know what, I really want to do that, and I was searching basically overgrown houses. That was my first idea of a house, to do like a house that is kind of old, they never took care a lot of the garden, it's super green and it has overgrown. But then I was like, not really into it, and then I went into the lake house, as I told you, by the Love Actually movie. Got inspired by it, so I'm like, a lake house, that would be cool. Even though I've done a lake house before, I will link it at the end screen of the video. It's totally different, because that one was like more on the side of like vacation, and that is more like as a refugee, that you would go there and write, and you would get inspired, and you would like to sit outside, where that was basically a house in a lake. That is more like, not a lake house, I guess. It has a pond in the back, and I really like that, you know. It lets you gaze, it lets you do fishing. You can just sit in the little balcony area and just gaze outside. And I think that theoretically in real life will help you basically get creative. So that's why, in my mind, while I was building it, it was for a writer. I think that gets you really inspired, like going away from the city. But then I was like, why make it only for a writer? So it has also a easel if you want to paint. So that's why it's a creators, artists, refugee, whatever. I wanted to do like something that would be like a bit unique, and it wouldn't be just a square, and it would have like this beautiful backyard, and it would be like quite small on the inside, because you know, when you have a house like that, you don't really want to sit inside. You basically want to be outside, but you know, if it is like winter or it's raining, you wouldn't usually be outside. So I just wanted it to be kind of small but have kind of intriguing design. But while I was building it, because I built it more in mind how it would look from the outside rather than how useful it would be, I struggled with the layout so effing much. Like, I cannot even explain how hard for me it was to lay out everything. And you will see it coming. As you see, currently I'm struggling with a kitchen. And then I will go and struggle with the living room and basically the room's layout. It's actually, yeah, I didn't mention that. It's actually, it has a double bed. And it's basically for up to 2 Sims. So, yeah. Here I really wanted to do like a little entry type of room, mud room, I guess, somewhere in the world would call it. I don't know. And again, I tried to incorporate flowers everywhere. We played on the interior mostly with green and blue as colors. It's not really for a guy, it's not really for a lady. I didn't have, I guess, a gender while building it. I just wanted it to be for a writer. That's all I had in mind. So yeah. But the layout though, you will see me struggling for it so much that it is just annoying how much I tried to make it work. At one point, I couldn't fit everything that I wanted, so I was like, you know what? These houses have an exterior bathroom. Usually when you go into a mountain house or a lake house or generally a cabin, they don't have like, I guess you would say, a toilet and stuff like that inside. Few of them have it outside, like a separate little structure. And I thought, you know what? That's something that happens in reality, so let's just go with it. Let's just roll with it, but you will see soon what happens. So yeah, at this point I was like, okay, you know what? We cannot fit a table. They will have to eat outside. Like, I went through so many emotions about the layout of this house, because as you can see, this is a giant room, but I wanted a living room. I wanted like a fireplace thing so badly, because it was basically a cabin, some sort of lake house cabin, pond house, I don't know. And I really wanted an interior fireplace. I don't know, I feel like, you know, the transition from summer to autumn, like these days that it rains and it's so beautiful still outside, and it's kind of getting chilly, so you just want to sit inside and gaze at the rain. I just really wanted that, and be next to the fireplace. I really wanted that fireplace, but I was like, okay, where am I gonna put it? As you see now, I'm struggling. I'm like, I want that fireplace there, and I wanted like the toilet. As you see now, like that little weird room was the toilet, up until I scratched the idea, and because it was for a writer, I was like, we also need a place where he could write, so we definitely need a desk. And I'm like, this doesn't really work at all, and it was so annoying. So you see the room there, I was like, well, at that point I was like, well, we'll do an exterior bathroom, it's gonna be okay. It's not really helpful, but it's gonna be okay. And I would do it like that area in front of the bedroom would be like a dressing room of some sort, like an entrance. So yeah, that's my current plan while I was building it. It won't be the end plan, because, you know, as I told you, bathroom was a problem, and I could not just have a house without a bathroom. That would be a huge problem, which at a point I totally forgot. Up until I think I was landscaping, I was like, okay, this house doesn't have a bathroom. Like, what the hell am I doing here? So yeah, here we put like a little area for the writer that he can write and do stuff. I used a few of the locked items for the writer because I feel like this house is kind of expensive. Actually, I totally forgot to mention it. It turns out to be 50,000 simoleons, so it's on the expensive side. But I think, you know, if you have like a house where you could write and stuff like that, you would probably be a good writer. A good writer. You would make money from it, so yeah. Or, you know, you could inherit it. I don't know. I really wanted to do something colorful with a lot of plants, so that really worked out well for me. And I did not struggle at all, so hooray! But yeah. Excuse me. So here is like the little plan that I was saying, with like the small dressing room. We had all these weird corners that few of them I had to cut, as you see, like that little triangle, and that was like left there, so I'm like, okay, let's just sneakily put a plant there. And I really wanted like a round balcony there, but I realized that the house is like diagonal at that point, and that could not work out. So yeah, that was great. Plus we had to do like that stupid thing with the staircases, because the staircases still we cannot put them diagonal, which is just great. Who has diagonal stairs, right? So yeah, that was just perfect. And I was going to put like a pre-made pond, because if I would go ahead and made my own from like a pool, that would be extremely expensive. But I didn't really realize how big these things were. I thought they were way smaller than that. So at that point I was like, oh hell, we cannot fit that. And this is, I think, a 20 by 20 lot, I want to say. And if we go bigger, it's like way bigger than that. So I didn't really want to go bigger than that, because we would have to landscape more, the cost would be even more expensive, and in my mind I wanted that to be kinda of a budget home, even though it isn't. So yeah, I kinda fitted it there, but as you see now, the problem, the toilet was going to be in the back, and we don't have a lot of space in the back. I could have it in the front, but that would just ruin the entire excuse me, okay, give me a second. Okay, the entire view of the house. So I didn't really want to have like a toilet in the front. It would be like weird and yucky, and it just wouldn't work. But here, I really wanted like an exterior fireplace. While I was scrolling through like those mountain lake houses, cottages, they had, few of them had exterior fireplace, and I was like, that is so cool, and I so want that. But I was like, okay, you know what, we have a fireplace on the inside, let's just put the logs there, because I really wanted the logs. I think it makes sense, and the fireplace there didn't really make sense. I was like, that's okay. Something else that I all forgot to mention is I tried to kinda limit myself with the packs. I usually just go all out. So I used all of the expansion packs, because I feel like if someone is going to buy a pack, that would be usually, like if they had to choose, that would be usually the expansion packs. Plus I used Outdoor Retreat for few furnishings, not a lot, plus just few things on the exterior, like the walls and stuff like that. I think actually, no, I used quite a lot of that, because I used flowers and stuff like that. But you know, not that important stuff. Basically, you can see like the whole thing going around the foundation is from the Outdoor Retreat, but I don't think they are that necessary. Plus I used 2 packs, just staff packs, but these are totally skippable. I add them at the end. I feel like they would totally make a huge difference. So I basically used that little meditation stool from Spa Day, because I felt like, hell yeah, I really liked it. Like, you know, you have a huge pond, this house is about relaxation and creativity, and this one of, you know, meditation is one of the things that helps you do that. Here's me trying to figure out where the hell I could put a bathroom, and I'm like, maybe there, but then would it make sense to have a bathroom that would go to your room? No, that would make 0 sense. So I decided to scrap the idea of having like that little entrance on the living room and do like a little ensuite bathroom. So yeah, I mean, at least we have a bathroom, so that's the important thing here. And I used the candles that came with Spa Days for aesthetic reasons. I thought they looked kind of cool in that little balcony area there. It's not a balcony, I don't really know what it is. Plus the bird feeder from Backyard. I thought it was so cool, and having like birds chip in your backyard, that would be awesome. I think that adds so much to like the aesthetic that I want to give. So yeah, but those are like 3 items, it's nothing. You can totally skip these packs. I know, I'm not really good at like limiting myself. okay. But we're almost done here, and we're going to jump in the screenshots in just few moments. So that's good, right? Oh, I added that thing too. I don't recall like the music thing that does with the air. I don't recall its name. Thought, you know, that would make sense too. So 4 items, and totally forgot about that. So here are the screenshots. If you want to download it, as always, there is a link in the description down below that it will send you to the gallery's website, or you can just search my username, which is the exact same as here, as always. There are a lot of, well, there are a few, there are a lot of pictures for such a small house, and there are like also floor plans, so you can see how everything works out. And I tried my best to make it work out with that weird design. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't ramble a lot, because I haven't like recorded videos for about 1 month, I wanna say. So that was kind of weird for me coming back. So yeah, I hope that you will have an amazing day and take care. I'll see you next time. Bye!